You are looking at over 15,000 paper stars. Now, where did this all begin and why? It's all because of this TikTok that I saw, and I was like, I had to get more. I had to make more paper stars. This is not what the pinnacle paper star making is. Basically, the TikTok was about how this person went through a mental hospital, and what they were doing in their free time was making paper stars, and I knew I could make more. I knew I could be the champion of paper starism, and that's what the conquest was set out to be. Now, with a newfound drive of beating this lady on paper star making, I did not know how to make paper stars. So what did I do? I watched her own paper star tutorials because Sun Tzu once said, to know your enemy, you must become your enemy. But the thing was, my paper star making wasn't immaculate, and it took too much time to make the paper stars. I even made them wrong. What you're seeing right now is 2 weeks worth of paper stars. Now, this is a problem. Just by seeing them in general, you can already tell that they're indented instead of puffed out like they should be. Now, this caused major issues to my plan. The paper stars were very small, so that meant I couldn't get as much space out, making my paper star making seem stupid. And I'm trying to make the most superior paper stars. They can't be looking indented and very small. They have to be big, powerful, and puffy. Not only that the smaller paper stars took more time to fill an area, they also took much longer. Since they were smaller, they took a lot more precision to do, which is detrimental to my paper star making success. The small paper stars took about 6 seconds longer to make. 24,850 seconds just for this box. If we divide it by 60, that is 414 minutes of time, compared to the bigger paper stars that took 19 seconds. This one took 199 minutes of time, which is a huge time difference. I could have made way more paper stars, making them bigger. Now, I know completely how my enemy makes paper stars, but how can I improve this to enhance my time on making the paper stars? I also need to know how many paper stars she has or give an estimate so I know when I have completely defeated my enemy. So I took a screenshot of where it shows the most amount of paper stars in her video. I counted them all up and I counted up to 580, but there are some other paper stars that are underneath these paper stars that don't completely show in the video. So I'm gonna multiply this by 3 instead of 2 because you don't know how many paper stars she actually has. And I want to be for sure that I beat this person in this one-sided rivalry. Now, I could have counted all the paper stars frame by frame to have a more accurate paper star count, but I do not have the brain capacity or the attention span. So doing the quick math, 580 times 3 is 1,740, so that's our estimate for how many paper stars she's made. Around this time, I encountered a major problem, and that's the paper stars breaking apart. Why would this happen? Is it because I'm making a paper star too fast? Is it the quality of the paper or the length? What is contributing to this madness? First, I checked quality. I looked at the paper with very small width, and they seem completely fine and in effect of this monstrosity of paper star disease, and it didn't have any effect to the thicker paper either, so it couldn't have been the quality of the paper. Next was speed. Speed didn't have much of an effect unless the paper star was rushed. Even some paper stars that took more time ended up having paper star disease, so it couldn't have been the speed, or at least it wouldn't have affected the stars as much. After I checked the length of the paper star paper, if the strip was a lot longer to make a paper star, it actually reduced the chance of having paper star disease because there's more paper wrapped around and entwined and leathered into the star, so it was a lot harder for it to completely break apart. This helped me realize that the main problem was the weaving. If you didn't weave the paper in and out, then it was much more likely for the paper star to get paper star disease. After fixing that problem, we are 4 paper star boxes done. Now you may be asking, why is there one box with normal paper stars almost equivalent to the amount of hollow paper stars that there are? Well, that leads us to another variable in our paper star making process, and that is the width of the paper star paper. The smaller the width, the longer it takes to make, and the smaller the paper star. If it's a medium width, it's a lot easier to make, and the paper star looks better, and it's more ideal. But if the paper star width is too big, it becomes a lot harder to make, takes more time, it's more likely to become a diseased paper star, or be crumbled up. It's just an all-end not want to make it at all. Although I may have already technically beat her with the 4 boxes of paper stars, I will still apply this logic into making more paper stars, cause Sun Tzu said, let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. I must make thousands upon thousands of paper stars in this one-sided rivalry, so this lady does not beat me at all, cause she could always make more paper stars. My first 2,000 was the hardest, which was the 4 boxes because they were the smallest and they took the longest. After a while, I kind of got the gist of everything and understood the basic mechanics of paper star making, so I just kept on making more and more and more, And the more I continued, the more depressed I got, because I'm like, what am I doing with my life right now? That was about 5,000 paper stars in. Then I just kept on going, just to drive, I guess. Now, I'm not gonna randomly just cut you off. I'm gonna get that nice, satisfying clip that you've all been waiting for the last, 5 minutes. This video was 3 months in the making. I hope you enjoyed it. My voice is dying from all this voiceover talking. I don't like talking, especially with having to record over 50 voiceovers for this video. And potentially see you in the future.